AP World History, Islam 1.2. So during this time period, it's essential to know how Judaism, Christianity, and Islam interacted within the Middle Eastern region mostly, along with Indian Ocean trade. You should also know the basis for these three monotheistic religions. So Judaism originated in the Middle East and allowed the other two monotheistic religions to grow. Christianity was first persecuted, but when the Roman Empire adopted it, it led to its growth into Europe and Africa, and is built on the basis that Jesus Christ died for the world's sins and resurrected. Muhammad in the Middle East taught that good acts were good, and this founded Islam, which basically teaches that Muhammad was the last prophet rather than Jesus Christ. These Islamic states made bank over the Christian and Jewish states because Muhammad, being a merchant, promoted trade rather than the policies of Christian and Jewish states, which emphasized more of a cheap lifestyle. So the Abbasid Caliphate, which preceded the Umayyad Caliphate, was ethnically Arab and led the golden age of Islam, but it lost power during the 1200s as the center of Islam. This power vacuum led to the rise of new Islamic empires, which were mostly Turkic rather than Arab states. Some of these are the Seljuk Turks, Mamluk Sultanate, and Delhi Sultanate. So for the Seljuk Turks, the Abbasids claimed to have power, but the Seljuks really had the power. So they weren't an empire in and of itself, but this was a group that controlled the Abbasid Caliphate from the shadows. These new empires resembled old empires in that they were militarily in charge, so it was kind of military government, and Sharia law, which is Quran-based laws. Islam spread in three main ways, the first of which is military expansion. As these Islamic empires spread and conquested other areas, they brought their religion, Islam, and often provided benefits like less of a tax if the conquered peoples turned to Islam. Islamic merchants made bank, and they spread this throughout the Indian Ocean trade mostly and across the Silk Road. So, finally, missionaries like Sufis were spiritual focused, and basically their main job was to spread Islam. It's important to know that firstly, Nasir al-Din al-Tusi was a mathematician who made discoveries that led to the invention of the heliocentric model. Also, the House of Wisdom, which was basically an Islamic library or a collection of literature, stuff like that, information, preserved Greek philosophy, which became the basis for the Renaissance after the Europeans found it. Finally, know the difference between the Sunni and Shia sects. Basically, Sunni was focused on making the best leader, while the Shia was focused on making the best Muhammad-related leader.